What's up, guys? And this is the Mod Automotive YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all for clicking and watching. It's my first ever video, and I figured why not do an introductory on the Ls400 that put me on the map. So it's a 1998 Ls400. I've had it since 2015. We wrapped it in spring of 2017, and it is winter of 23. So I've had it on here for 6 years. It's never been garage kept. It's been out in the sun, elements, you name it, this car's seen it. The hood is probably the worst. You can kind of see the fading in certain angles of light. I mean, it's 6 years. I'm surprised it's honestly still holding up instead of peeling like that. And the quarter panel is bubbling, and I'm really just surprised. You know, certain areas lasted a lot longer, like the trunk and the hood's the worst. But the rest of the car, if you look at it, you really couldn't tell it's 6 years old. People still think it's paint, and it really blows me away that after 6 years, it still looks this good. I mean, to me it does. Some people doesn't like it, but moving into it, right away we have some custom retrofitted headlights. I had it imported from Japan back in the Japan part service days, or maybe some of you guys remember the Central Pine days. But it's Ls430 low beam, Q45 high, or knockoff Q45 high beam. I added the Oracle halos. If you look close, the projector has like old school CFL around it. They weren't that bright, but the halos from Oracle, Jesus man, let me tell you, turn them on, and it's just as high as the low beam. And then I added the LED daytime running light. You know, try to mimic the newer Lexus with the L. It used to have a Mercedes style from the bottom to the top, but you know, I didn't really like it after a while. And also threw in some crystal clear corners. Moving on, you know, it's an Aimgiain body kit, only the front and rear bumper. The side skirts are Firesport. I didn't really like the way the Aimgiain side skirts looked on the kit on the car. You know, to each his own. I have some custom metal vented fenders. This is my second set. I can't remember what the lower cladding piece is. I want to say Artisan or something like that, but I thought it matches the metal vent perfectly. Prefer the metal over fiberglass. I mean, you guys should know fiberglass cracks and bends and flexes, and if you crack it, it's a pain to fix. So I came across some. I mean, I think it's a one-off design, the metal fenders. I mean, I've loved this since the second I saw it. Moving down here with the wheels and suspension setup. They're Leon Hardiritt Waffe. They're 18 step to 19s. Got them for a good deal. Couldn't resist. Thought they were 19s until we figured out they were step. But it's a 19 by 9.5 in the front, 19 by 11.5 in the rear. I do not remember the offsets off the top of my head, but I have the Xat caliper conversion kit. It is a Ls460 caliper and an ISF rotor. The best benefits: Ls400 caliper is a high disc, wheel clearance. 460 require a mid disc, so you get some real wheel clearance in there. Also, ISF rotor. Come on now, huge rotor to fill that gap up in the wheel well. And I have the Aimgiain adjustable front upper arms, and the spindles are shortened by a low down wheel. You know, shout out to Will. If you guys need to get that, you know, front end on the ground because you air it out or you're looking for wheel clearance, get the spindles done. You know, but that also hosts another problem. Yeah, your wheel spaces to clear the wheels from the spindles, but hey, get it done. Stop clapping them upper control arms on the body. There's a shot of my Firesport side skirts. I mean, they just look lower than the original Aimgiain. The Aimgiain one was too short to me. You can actually, it doesn't really touch the ground like the Firesports does. So here you can see, I mean, they're 11.5-inch wheels. Stock body guys, you're not really going to fit this on there. I had to cut and pull the crap out the quarters to fit it. You know, and I'm probably going to end up having to tub the rear quarters. So I want to go down lower and actually tuck this wheel more. So we'll get into that in a later video because I'm not done with these wheels just yet. I actually like the way the 11.5s fit. I just made it fit the day we got them on the car, and I was like, well, the car shows next morning. Let's get them on the car. Let's make it work. So that's how that happened. You know, at least it's not bacony. Moving on to the rear. You know, there's the Aimgiain rear bumper, which is arguably one of the best looking rear bumpers out there. The taillights are from Unreve. Yes, I know. they have some issues. I mean, I've had it since I had the taillights on the car since I got it wrapped. 6 years old. I mean, yeah, some of the LEDs are out, some of the LEDs are stuck on. You know, I would never known until I was at the car show and somebody pointed it out to me. But as you can see, yeah, they're stuck on. Some are not flashing really bright. The good news is Unreve's customer support is really good. They said ship it back to us and we'll get it squared away and get it back to you within 2 weeks. And that's the plan I'm taking. It just sucks because shipping is super high from us to Japan, you know. But either way, a couple $100 on a repair beats 18 to 2 grand on a new one. Here's my custom spoiler. We don't know if it's a Rando or Mac, but I got it from a good buddy of mine, Preston. Shout out to you, man. It has a custom airbrush. He got it from Japan this way. I found the artist on Instagram and he kind of just disappeared, but we wrapped the sides of it to match the body line with the car, you know, and I think it looks good like that. I didn't want to really paint over the airbrush, but the flowers used to be pink and yellow, you know, and if you're in the DMV area, Maryland, Virginia, you know, if you do airbrushing and willing to take on a slight little project, you know, I don't mind throwing some money because there's a chip right here that needs to get touched up, and touching the flowers up in the rear clear coating it. Hey, I'm planning on keeping this spoiler forever because the Samurai really grabs everyone's attention from a distance. You know, it's the best looking thing I got on the car, in my opinion. Moving on, let's see here. We got the rear spoiler. Now, I'm not 100% sure what brand it is. I believe it's Artisan. I got it so long ago I couldn't tell you, but it is fiberglass. It's not the rubber Spoiler King ones that you guys can find on eBay. Very hard piece to get. Peter's Car Parts. You know, shout out to Peter Chin. If you're looking for one of these, I'm pretty sure he can get you one. Matter of fact, he can get you anything on the car, like the Celsior, the 3rd gen emblem. I mean, the gold. If you haven't noticed, I got the gold in the wheel wells, and I got the gold lug nuts, and I try to throw a little gold in there. I'm not a Redskins fan, don't do me like that. But a lot of you guys I've seen on the Ls400 pages, you're asking how did you wrap your car and get away with a black roof. Well, here's how my guy did it, my business partner Chai. We kind of followed the natural body line from the front all the way to the back, and he had the cutoff pretty perfect because the car underneath the wrap is original 202 black, and that's how we made the roof line. We made a body line to keep the roof black. And so I'm gonna give you a shot of the interior real quick here after you see this terrible, you know, hey, it's aged, can't be mad at it. But going in, it's well visors. I have a Vipdout Table. It was super expensive back in the day. All the JP gear, you know, Junction produce. I got black with the red to kind of match the red, and they didn't really make black and red the logo on the seats, the seat cushions. But I do have the Jaguar tables. I snagged these back in 2013. I believe they're from an XJ mid 2000s. You know, the VIP starter pack if you don't want to do VIP'd out, because these fold and flip out of the way, not like the other trays you see that hook onto the headrest. Moving on, let's see here. We got the red and black what's the thing called, floor mats. Well, they were grouped by a long time ago, so don't ask me where I got them. I got them from my guy named Rich out in Cali. He had a group by a long time ago, and they fit the car perfect. I have yet to see another set out here. And then I carried that red and black theme everywhere. The door panels are done, center console lid, the trunk is all done in the red and black diamond stitch. You know, I wanted to get the seat done in black and red diamond stitch. I'm glad I didn't. Wanted to keep some of it original. Maybe in the future I might. But yeah, that's the, you know, the VIP starter pack. Gotta have the tables, gotta have the JP gear. I do have the motorized Celsior curtain if the camera will get in there. You know, when you put it in park, it'll extend out. You put it in drive, it opens up. When you reverse, it opens up. I haven't had it wired up. I have to switch in relays and all that. I'm just lazy. But it's been in there. The laces, it's very delicate. You know, to open and close it, you got to be very delicate because the little runners are plastic. So I just left it open and called it a day so I can actually drive and be able to see out the back glass. Back to this table. It's from VIP'd Out. Shout out to James Church. The tables from James are top quality. You pay for it, but it is worth every single penny from James. This has a diamond flake. You know, it doesn't really match the wood grain. I got it from a close buddy of mine, but it has a diamond flake, so when the sun hits it, it's like diamonds glittering in the sky. Moving on, around the back of the car, you know, the trunk setup, I did all myself. It took me about 4 or 5 months. Shout out to Skar Audio, please sponsor me. They're custom made fiberglass enclosures I did. Fiberglass sucks to work with, man. Making a custom sub box, it's really a pain in the ass, but the result, I like it. I think it pays for itself. I inverted the subs for the look, you know. I got everything in the car is Skar audio components, from the 4-channel to the mono sub amp to the 212 SDRs. I mean, the trunk I'm the most proud of because I can single-handedly say that I did it myself. It took me 3 months, but I did it myself. Full airlift system, as you can see. It's the best system on the market. 2 fire compressors, and it is a 7-gallon tank, because back in the day I used to air this thing up and air it out every single red light, because I was that guy, you know, back when airbags was a thing, back in, like, let's say 2015-ish. I mean, yeah. But there's a second battery back there with an RV style transformer, so that way when I go to the shows I can plug the car up and it can run everything from the audio to the lights, and the battery won't go dead, because I've had that pattern plenty of times, especially indoor shows. You're trying to show the car off indoor, and then next thing you know, your car won't start. You gotta get the jump box out. Best investment if you're a full-blown trying to get to the show scene. Invest in a second battery and a transformer to charge the car. That's why I have a digital gauge and all that here. The subs, I mean, the sub and amp combo, they're nice. It's not as ground shaking as I would want. It's probably because I don't have a strong enough amp. Honestly, the Skar only puts out like 1600 RMS between 2 subs, and they're 4 ohms a piece, wired to 2 ohms, so it doesn't shake the car like my old setup did. But I'm still working on it. You know, it's my first time ever making a sub box. It's not perfect, but it's there. Visually, it wows a lot of people, you know. But to me, it's not to my liking just yet. But I'll work on that. But yeah, give or take, that's about the trunk of the car, and then that's the basic overall. I do have underglow, got it on Amazon. You know, it doesn't $40. You know, it's probably the best underglow kit I bought so far. I've done so many underglows in people's cars. I always like to be the guinea pig. I will sit there and buy the stuff before I sell to the customer. So we're gonna talk about under the hood. Hey, it's nothing special. It's a VVTi 1UZ. We use the leftover wrap, and we wrap the engine plastics. If you guys break your engine intake cover, the intake, this is a GS400 intake off of eBay. I mean, it's like what, $60? Because I broke the nipple and it plugs and plays. You know, it has the same thing, the 2 nipples that go for the evap and the valve cover. Now, I will say, in the summertime, yes, it is a hot air intake. I'm not gonna lie to you. You science guys are right. You get in a lot of stop and go traffic. Yeah, IATs are, you know, 130, 140 degrees. You're right. We're not gonna deny it no more. I mean, this factory air box is a true cold air intake. But if it's broke like that, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I do have, you know, O gauge running everywhere, the big 3. I have a 300 amp alternator. There's O gauge running everywhere, to an isolator, and that's about it. I mean, if you're gonna do air ride, you gotta have the big 3. If you're gonna do a bigger battery in the trunk, I would recommend a big isolator. That's a 300 amp isolator, because I mean, you gotta think you're doing 300 amp alternator. You gotta be fused and have everything up to 300 amps. Just in case, you know, just in case the fire breaks out, you know, you're gonna have a fuse that's gonna handle 300 amps, so it doesn't melt everything. But other than that, guys, that's just about it under the hood. I mean, it's a show car. I'm not trying to go fast. I just want to look good. So that's where we're at, and I hope you guys will tune in for the next couple videos, because this is just video number 1. I'm taking this wrap off here soon, and I'll have a video for that. I'm going to have a video for when I fit bigger wheels, and I'm going to have a video for when I clean the car up. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope I got your attention to follow the series for this. We have plenty of toys. We have a GS400 that we're going to do next, another walkthrough, and I have a fully built 2J SC300 with a T56. So thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you guys later.